Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about a Monday night football from last night between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This was still a pretty big game for both teams. As the Bengals, well, yes, Joe Burrow, they're still fighting in the playoff picture in the AFC, and the Jaguars are still fighting for that number one seed. But a big-time win for the Bengals on the road, 34-31 reaction in overtime. Evan McPherson hit the field goal hit the field goal to win it. Excuse me. Jake Browning, man. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game, Mr. Jake Browning. 32 of 37, 354 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He also had 2 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown. So 2 total touchdowns for Jake Browning, and 376 total yards. What a game from freaking Jake Browning, man. And the Browning gives the Bengals a new life, pulling off the stunner in Jacksonville. I didn't expect Jake Browning, the Bengals, to come here and win this football game. I was expecting Jacksonville to win. But that's a big loss, man. And he got an 85 completion percentage or something in this game, so with like 350 yards, 350 plus passing yards, and 37 attempts, you play 85% of your passes. I know the Jaguars' pass defense is ranked pretty bad, but still, man, that's impressive. I don't care if it's against a bad ranked pass defense. And just Trevor Lawrence was pretty good as well. I thought both quarterbacks were pretty well, played pretty well. Jake Browning and Trevor Lawrence. It's just both defenses didn't really play well. And Jake Browning played well the game, and Jamar Chase, their superstar receiver, had a huge game. So hats off to Zach Taylor, leading his team. I think he had his team ready for this game, and Jake Browning delivered. So hats off to them, and the AFC, I think, is still wide open. I think Jake Browning can play. I mean, yeah, the game went to OT, and it's not that impressive. But still a win's a win. I don't care if it's a close game. Nobody expected him to go in there and win that football game. But I feel like he made himself some money and can be maybe a good backup quarterback for a team out there. But that was the biggest moment of his career. He stepped up and kept the Bengals in the playoff run with 2 total touchdowns and 374 total yards passing and rushing. 354 passing and 22 rushing. Or excuse me, 376 total yards. So people better get to know the name Jake Browning after that performance last night. Jamar Chase, I was talking about a big game. 11 catches, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. Him and Jake Browning and Jamar Chase were great last night. You can't blame the loss in Lawrence injury. Jake Browning threw for 354 yards at 9.6 yards per attempt, and the Bengals ran it for 5.7 yards a carry. The Jaguars just really couldn't stop nothing. Jamar Chase is just so giftedly talented. They tried a few trick plays for some reason. Jamar Chase threw a pass on a trick play, lost 7 yards. It went to Jake Browning, who lost 7 yards. And then they do another trick play with Tyler Boyd. Freaking throws it across the field for some reason. I don't know why you just don't go down there. Throws it freaking across the field, and it gets picked by Josh Allen, who's probably been one of the best defensive players in the league this year, or the one that's not been talked about enough. Tyler Boyd's been mid this year, honestly. Joe Mixon, 19 runs, 68 yards, 3.6 carry, 2 touchdowns, also had 6 catches, 49 yards. Joe Mixon really worked for everything he got last night, because the Jaguars' run defense really wasn't great, to be honest. Chase Brown, 9 runs, 61 yards, had 6.8 yards per carry. Probably one of the most underrated running backs. I believe from the past draft class. I think he's a rookie. One of the most underrated picks of the draft. At least the running back spot. Tyler Boyd, 5 catches, 37 yards. Tanner Hudson, 4 catches, 35 yards. T. Higgins, 3 catches, 36 yards. Mitchell Wilcox, 1 catch, 12 yards. Drew Sample, 1 catch, 11 yards. Trent Irwin, 1 catch, 25 yards. Really got everybody involved in the passing game, but Jamar Chase was the one who stepped up the most. Both defenses really didn't play well. It was a good back and forth game, which this game was way better than I expected. Bengals improved to 6-6, by the way, and the Jaguars dropped 8-4, which is a huge loss for Jacksonville, considering where they are in the AFC. That was a big loss in the fight for the 1 seed, and Trevor Lawrence getting injured. 22 of 29, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Had a rushing touchdown on a QB sneak, 3 total TDs. For Trevor Lawrence, played a great game, but suffered a high ankle sprain. So, yeah, high ankle sprain, I believe it's for Trevor Lawrence. But that's going to be big if he's out for a few weeks. Because I don't know if I trust the freaking Jaguars, man, with C.J. Beathard. I know he went 9 for 10, 63 yards, but that was literally just in, 2 possessions. I don't know about them going forward if Trevor Lawrence has to miss quite a few weeks with this injury. Etienne, 11 runs, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Not much for Travis Etienne. Dearness Johnson, 5 runs, 4 yards. The Bengals' run defense played pretty well. It was really just Trevor Lawrence making plays. Parker Washington, 6 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Zay Jones, 5 catches, 78 yards, and Ingram, 9 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Ridley, 4 catches, 26 yards. Etienne, 4 catches, 34 yards. Christian Kirk, 1 catch, 26 yards. Went out with an injury. I believe his balls. He made a catch, and then maybe... I don't know what even happened. It's like a testicle or something, it said. Luke Farrell, 1 catch, 9 yards. There's that. They really didn't get much pressure on Jake Browning besides Josh Allen. 1.5 sacks, got that interception. So Josh Allen's probably the Jaguars' best defensive player. Just Jaguars' defense didn't make enough plays. Where the Bengals had 4 more first downs, 8 of 14 on third downs. Both seemed pretty much nearly at the same amount of time possession. It's just the Jaguars punted 5 times, where the defense just couldn't get many stops in the Bengals, forcing the Bengals to only punt 1 time. Every other possession was just either a field goal or a touchdown. So yeah, a big win for Cincinnati. Jake Browning and Jamar Chase stepped up big. Jaguars, we'll see what they do without Trevor Lawrence possibly for the next few weeks with the high ankle sprain. So yeah, until next time, I'm out. Peace.